Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I am here with my 1960 XK Falcon Deluxe, and today we are going to be doing a total cooling system flush. Now the reason we're going to be doing a cooling system flush is I noticed a few weeks ago when I was replacing the water pump on this vehicle that there was a little bit of sludge in the engine. So I want to get it totally cleaned out so that the cooling system is 100% perfect. So the first thing that we are going to do is pull the vehicle out of the garage. Now to do the flush, I am going to use a radiator flush product. So this product is a concentrated cooling system cleaner. It contains a non-foaming chemical flush, and it really is highly effective in removing oil, grease, sludge and other impurities from your engine. So basically you drain your cooling system, fill it up with fresh water, add the flush, leave it there for 20 to 30 minutes of running, and then you drain it and put coolant back in the car. So let's get into draining this. As you can see, I've put a tub below the car so we can collect the coolant that's in it, just from an environmental perspective. We don't want it draining out on the street. And then it's really a matter of simply removing that bottom hose. I recommend doing it when it's not overly hot so that you don't burn yourself. So with the cooling system now drained, it's simply a matter of popping that bottom radiator hose back on and then putting this flush treatment into the radiator, filling the radiator up with water, and then letting it run for 20 to 30 minutes to finish this phase. Now there's going to be air bubbles in the system, so I'm just going to start the engine. We'll get the air bubbles out and then we'll have to add more water to the cooling system. So I've just got the engine running. As you can see, the level's still up, but when that thermostat opens, it'll push out a bunch of air out of the engine and the water level will drop down. So we'll just wait for that to happen. Alright, so as you can see, I've just switched the engine off. Clearly has foamed up, and we will now top up the radiator because it's obviously pushed the excess water through the radiator. So now for the best part, you have to run it for 30 minutes with the engine flush treatment in it. So I'm going to go for a cruise for 30 minutes in this mighty vehicle. So we're back from that run of about 30 minutes there, and I've just let it cool down for about 15 minutes because we don't want to burn ourselves when we drain the cooling. Now just as an added precaution, I've just got this old rag which I've bundled up, which I'll use to open the radiator. And as you can see, there is a little bit of pressure in there. You can see it's just bubbling out now, so it's a good job I had that rag because we really want to be careful when we are releasing the pressure. And then it's just a matter of undoing that bottom hose like we did before to release the coolant that's in there with the flush treatment. Now as you can see, I was pretty cautious there getting that bottom hose off, just because I knew that water in the radiator cooling system was pretty hot, and you really don't want to burn yourself. Now what I'm going to do, before I add new coolant to the vehicle, I'm actually just going to fill it up with water, run it for a bit, drain it again, and then I'll probably fill it up with water another time, drain it, just so we get all of that flush treatment completely removed out of the system before I finally then drain it and fill it up again and add the coolant to it. So folks, I've literally flushed it 2 or 3 times now. So let's release the water that's currently in the cooling system and let's have a look how it looks. Alright, so it's pretty clear that that is looking fairly clear now as that's coming out of the radiator. So what we're going to do now is fill it up with water and a premium anti-corrosion coolant into the vehicle. And then we're finished with this job. Alright, so we've got the radiator hose firmly connected, hopefully for the last time. And now we're going to put the new concentrate coolant in. And then I'm filling it up with filtered water. So with that full, it's just a matter of letting the engine run, get the air bubbles out, as I mentioned before and showed you earlier in the video, and then we're good to go. Alright folks, she's up to temperature, the radiator's hot and circulating, and we've got nice green coolant in there. So that's it folks, that's how to do a total coolant flush on your vehicle. And today you've seen me do this on my 1960 XK Falcon Deluxe. If you like this video, do feel free to like, share and subscribe. And until next time, have a good evening.